Now, the American Secretary of State Antony Blinken will be embarking on another West Asia tour this week, and his latest visit is aimed at reaching, at least according to him, a ceasefire agreement between Israel and Hamas, and also to secure the release of hostages. Antony Blinken has said that he'll meet with the senior leaders in Saudi Arabia and Egypt and will discuss the right architecture for lasting regional peace. Now, the top American diplomat, who is currently on a visit to the Philippines, talked about the dire need of the humanitarian catastrophe that has been wreaked in the Gaza Strip by the Israelis with the help of American weapons. He said, and I quote, "It is absolutely incumbent upon Israel to prioritize assistance for those in desperate need." Listen in.
Thank you. If you look at some of the assessments that we're seeing now, they only underscore the urgency of making sure that this assistance is a priority and that it's sustained. Again, according to the most respected measure of these things, 100% of the population in Gaza is at severe levels of acute food insecurity. That's the first time an entire population has been so classified.
Now, these remarks by Antony Blinken have come as the United States and Israel appear, on the face of it, to be at odds over Israel's repeated insistence that it will invade into Rafah. On Monday, the American President Joe Biden warned the Israeli Prime Minister Netanyahu over a phone call about the incursion into Rafah. He said that an Israeli military invasion of Rafah would deepen the anarchy in the Gaza Strip, where over 31,000 Palestinians have been killed since this Israeli campaign of relentless bombings that has been carried out for well over 5 months. And also, appear to have agreed that teams from each side would meet in Washington to discuss it. This meet is expected to take place this week or the next, according to the U.S. officials.
On the call today, President Biden asked the Prime Minister to send a senior interagency team composed of military, intelligence, and humanitarian officials to Washington in the coming days to hear U.S. concerns about Israel's current Rafah planning and to lay out an alternative approach that would target key Hamas elements in Rafah and secure the Egypt-Gaza border without a major ground invasion. The Prime Minister agreed that he would send a team.
And also, our correspondent from Israel, Jody Cohen, has sent us this report. Listen in.
So, U.S. Secretary of State Blinken will visit Saudi Arabia on Wednesday and Egypt on Thursday, and this will be his 6th trip to the region since Hamas's 7th of October attack. They're going to be discussing the Gaza truce deal. We know that talks are ongoing for the release of some of the 134 Israeli hostages who are still being held captive in Gaza. National Security Advisor Jake Sullivan has said that Hamas has added new conditions which Israel has said they can't accept. Nonetheless, Sullivan has said that he believes a deal is still possible. Now, Blinken will also be discussing increasing humanitarian aid in Gaza. He said that the Gazan population is experiencing severe levels of acute food insecurity. On the agenda will also be post-war Gaza rehabilitation and the potential for Saudi Arabia possibly recognizing Israel after the war. At the same time, Saudi Arabia has said that Israel would need to recognize a pathway to a Palestinian state. They'll also be talking about Iranian-backed Houthi attacks on shipping and restoring stability and security to the region.
WION is now available in your country. Download the app now and get all the news on the move.